What's up, guys? All right, Dr. Chris Park here. Look, I want to talk to you a little bit about addiction and tapering buprenorphine and psychology or mindset, or I don't know, whatever you want to say. First, let's drink some coffee. So I had this a patient, and he was very motivated. He wanted to lower his dose, and we discussed a strategy, okay? And so I saw him in follow-up, and he wasn't like trying to stop or anything like that. He was just trying to get to a slightly lower dose. When I saw him in follow-up, he told me, he's like, I failed miserably. And he was disappointed. And he said that he had talked to a friend, and if he was going to try it again this month, but he knew that if he couldn't do it, then it was never going to happen. Yeah. So I had to kind of stop him and redirect his mindset, right? Because that was a little fatalistic. Now, I don't know if he meant it or if he was just being, really exaggerating the point. But you cannot, base like long-term decisions on short-term problems. So yes, you might have failed, and yes, it might be difficult, but even if you fail next month, doesn't mean that you can't ever do something. You might be in a different phase of your life, man. Like, everybody has different things that they're going through. Like, there might be difficulties that you've got now that you won't have in the future. There might be, you might be at a better advantage now and you might not be in the future. You might have some kind of illness, or maybe now you've got your nutrition and your exercise on point, or maybe now you don't. You know what I mean? You need to focus on those things. So my point is, none of these should be used as excuses to do something or to not to do something. It's just data, right? It's just part of the bigger picture, okay? And so when you start to understand what's going on in your life, and you understand that, hey, okay, I failed today, but tomorrow is a new day, and that's why addicts say one day at a time, right? It changes your perspective. So you can't be fatalistic, right? We have to kind of keep that hope alive. So what did I do for this patient? Well, one is I felt like this patient needed a psychological win. And so instead of going back with the other taper strategy, which was a little more aggressive, we decided to take a very conservative approach and just one day a week take a less dose. One day a week. So you pick your least stressful day, or whatever day seems easiest for you to do this, and you just lower your dose by a little bit, and then the next day you go back to your old dose, and you do that all week long. So let's just say Sundays are your day, and so Sundays you're used to taking 16 milligrams of buprenorphine a day. On Sundays you take 12 milligrams, and then you go back to 16 milligrams, and you do that for a month. You do that for 2 months. You do that for 3 months. Then you've built up momentum. You've built up confidence in yourself. So now you can pick a second day of the week, right? After you've made these small wins, right? You start winning these small battles, and the war starts to look a little different, right? You've started making some true changes in your life, right? And that mindset becomes a change. You're not fatalistic anymore. You start to be optimistic. You start to see that you can actually make a difference and make a change. Now, let's say the once a week doesn't work out. Well, maybe you pick once a month. I don't know. But this is where you need to talk to your doctor, because everybody's going to be different in this. But for this patient, I think this is going to be a way forward, right? To get a psychological win, to build up some confidence, right? And to know that it's possible. Now, whenever we're talking about tapering, what is the most important thing? Staying clean, right? So I don't want somebody to taper just for the fact of tapering. It should be part of your recovery process. And so you should not listen to anybody on the internet. You should be talking to your doctor, right? And having good, solid advice on what's right for you in your stage of recovery. All right, guys. I hope that was helpful and made sense, and I hope y'all have a great day. I got to get back to doing some computer work. Peace.